Hi there guys, welcome back to Classic Shack, and today you join me in the shack working on Project Hanky, my Mk2 two-door Escort. So today I'm going to be going back to what I did in my last video because some of the seam sealer I applied has cracked. So I'm going to clean all that out, reapply that, and then I'm going to move on to the near side rear arch. So it's had a repair panel in it in the past, and I'm just going to re-look at it, tidy it up, decide if I want to replace it or not. So yeah, let's spin the camera and have a look at that. Okay, so we're back in the boat area. This is the tank well. Hopefully this is going to come out because it's looking like it's in a bit of a shadow, but where I've seam sealed here, it's cracked and it hasn't gone off either. So it's cracked all down here, so I'm going to clean all that out. And then it is also cracked back here as well, so I'm going to clean that off. So I'm guessing I'll clean it all off, reapply some epoxy primer, and then get back onto refilling that. I'm guessing I haven't put enough in it in the gap, but yeah, I'll have a look at that once I've cleaned it all out. Okay, another thing I'm looking at is the near side rear wheel arch. So this is a replacement panel in here, previous repair, and I'm just going to clean it all up because it's like covered in surface rust, and then I'll decide if I'm happy to keep it like this or whether it needs any further work or anything. I might also bare metal this panel. I don't know if it's coming out. There's like rust spots behind the paint. I might do that while I'm in this area. Also, I'm going to trim back the lips on here to make sure they clear the wheel. So let me see here, rather than it being like this wide, I'll halve that. So it's still got some strength in it with a returning edge on it, but it's just not as big. So yeah, that's what I'm going to get on with today. Okay, let's move the light a little bit. Okay, so this is the area I tidied up and seam sealed, but as you can see, the seam seal has cracked, and this has been here about, I'd say it's been about a week since I've done this. So my plan is to scrape out all that loose, or the, well, not the loose, or the cracked seam sealer, and then try reapplying. I mean, it's gone hard here. Must be where it's thinner it's gone hard, but where it is cracked and it's deeper, well, it has cracked because it's deeper. There's more of it there, and it hasn't gone off. So that's my plan. Scoop all this out. Try it with a scraper first. So. And yeah, it's like still soft. It's like as if it was too thick to set. Yeah, because around the edge here it has set. That's still completely wet. It's not set at all in there. So let's get it all out. It's strange because this was a new tub of seam sealer, and the old tub I used that I did the other wheel well with has gone off fine. So it's a bit frustrating. But yeah, you get the idea. I mean, you get the idea. You don't need me to keep filming that. So I'm going to carry on removing all that seam sealer. Okay, attempt 2 at seam sealing that. So hopefully that will work a bit better this time. I've packed it right into the gap. I feel like I didn't pack it in well enough before, so yeah, I've packed it in this time. So next, onto the near side rear wheel arch. Right, so I've started cleaning up this rear arch, and while doing it, found there's been a repair here. Now this reminded me that there was a dent here, like quite a bad dent, but was mostly pushed out. So I'm guessing whenever that was repaired, like before my ownership, whenever that was repaired and filled with filler, they did this part of the quarter as well. So I'm just going to go ahead, keep sanding that off. Here's how the arch is looking. There's like a bit of a seam here, and the new part is slightly lower than the original arch, and I'm just debating whether I go to all the effort of fitting a new arch in when it's not rusty. It's basically just because I think that should be flush rather than there be a step to it. I might carry on grinding away at these welds, knock them down a bit further, because I mean they're level with this original part of the car, but there's a step down to the new panel that's in it, and I mean it's pretty level all the way around here, but there, I mean I could make it look better and then it just needs a skim of filler, but here's like the worst bit. It's like 1 or 2 mil lower there, and then round here it's probably 1 or 2 mil lower, and then here it's not too bad. There it sticks out. This original part of the car is lower, and I don't know, that feels like it's dented in here, and then that's smooth there. So whether I'm really unsure what to do, if I'm honest. Peace of mind, do I just redo it? I don't know. I'll have a think. In the meantime, I'm going to carry on sanding that off. Okay, so as you can see, I've bare metaled this rear quarter panel. I've also spent, well, this has taken me a lot of time, but also tidied up all the welds on this arch repair. So, I mean, let's be honest, I'm not the world's best fabricator. So the rear quarter is going to have some filler in it anyway. So might as well have a bit in that arch. But I'm a lot happier with how that looks now compared to how it was when I started earlier. So yeah, next job, I think I am going to trim the lips on these arches. I'll do this side and the other side. Okay, so you can pretty much see there, two fairly even strips cut off. I've got roughly the same amount of lip left on each arch. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. The last thing I'm going to do now is, this arch is all good other than here. The seam sealer is not very nice. I'm going to clean off that bit of seam sealer, re-seam seal that, and then the other side where I had done some work, I'm just going to clean that up and seam seal that as well. Right, so I've finished up trimming these edges, the lips on the wheel arches, and I have seam sealed the last little bits I had to seam seal on this side as well. This arch is trimmed as well. Okay, so I'm going to finish this video here. So pretty much from the wheel arches back is sorted now on the, well, on the underside. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that work that I've done there. So yeah, if you have stayed this long, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing, that'd be great. Give the video a like, leave me a comment, and until the next one, see you all later.